first step on his haircut is I'm gonna hit it 4 guard, fabulous closed. Whenever you do this step, make sure you're cross cutting. So cut it down the middle, go across the other side, and back on the other side. This will help make sure you get an even cut all around. Now I'm going in with my FX1 trimmers, Graphite 2.0 blade. I want to start at the corner of his lineup and work my way across his head. This step you want to do as quick as possible. You don't want to take too long doing this. So it's important to have really sharp clippers or blades. Now I'm gonna come in with my Babyliss FX shavers. Start at the bottom, put some pressure. When you come up to the line, make sure you flick out. Don't go all the way to the line, but get close to it and make sure you flick out. Now I'm gonna go with my Babyliss Pro FX1 clippers, lever open. I'll go up about an inch, making sure I cut it evenly. Don't leave any dark spots. Next, I'm going with my 1 guard, lever open again, making sure I go up about the same width as my first guideline. So about an inch, inch and a half, depending how stretched out you want the fade to be. Before I start to take out those guidelines, I like to line my client up. This will help me keep areas of the fade dark and also prevent me from pushing them back. It's super important to keep your guidelines clean and even. This will help you get that nice blurry fade. So make sure you don't got no extra hair there. Brush it out, make sure those lines are parallel to each other. I'm gonna tap this line up just a little bit, make sure I hit that shaving area so I don't leave any type of line whenever I fade this line out. Now since this is a high fade, I'm gonna take out this guideline first. I'm gonna start with the corner of my blade and the corner of his lineup, and slowly flick that line up and slowly open that lever notch by notch. Do not rush this process. This part is the most important part of the fade and will help it blend in seamlessly from skin to the top of the hair. So take your time. Now my next tip is blending in this top line. For some reason I like to fade, I call it in the middle. So I'll fade the first guideline out and then the top one and sort of meet in the middle. So this is a 3 guard. I started open and now it's closed, kind of hitting that area. Don't take too long doing this because you're just gonna go over it again with the number 2 guard. Now I got the 2 guard on, open, tapping that line with the corner of my blade, close. Do it again. See, I'm not rushing it, but I'm not trying to go over it too many times because I'm not trying to waste a lot of time trying to take that line out. Next step is my 1.5 guard open. Now this should blend in that top to the 1 blade I had. Close. Like I said, don't take too long doing this, but don't rush it either. As you can see, it's already blending in. Now I'm coming back in with my 1 guard on, clippers closed, and tapping that line about 1/2 inch up. Like I said, you want to use half the blade or at least the corner of the blades. You don't want to use your full blade. And always clean your canvas. Make sure you got no extra hairs there. Now I got my 1/2 guard on, my 0.5 open. Same thing. Starting at the lineup, working my way to the back of the head, using half at the corner. Now this is where you really want to take your time. This is where the fade comes together. Don't rush this part at all either. Now go halfway, corner of the blade. So another thing I like about these clippers is you can hear the hair being cut. It makes that cool little drink noise. I don't know if some of you guys clippers does that, but these do straight out the box. I love them right now. I'm not gonna lie, they're coming in clean. That fade, look at that fade. Just see that? I still gotta detail it, but it looks good already. Look at that. Now I'm gonna give you guys a little secret of mine on how to get a nice crisp lineup and also how to make the enhancements stay on a lot longer. So I'm using a cotton pad with 90% alcohol. Do not use your neck strip. I don't know why, but the neck strips did not work. So use a cotton pad or a cotton ball for this. And you'll see you're taking off all the dirt and oil. And when you do this, this helps the color enhancement stay on a lot longer and also give you a nice sharp lineup. So before adding the color, make sure the alcohol is dry. And since you got the high fade, we're only getting the corner of the card so it blends in and looks natural. You don't want to put too much. You want it to look real. And like I said, since we did the alcohol, this is going to stay on a lot longer than you would just spraying it on. Same thing with this area. As you can tell, he has a receding hairline right here. And he likes it when I blend it in. Make sure you comb those hairs. And another good trick is you want to spray the card, not the hairline. This will give it that fade in look. There's some good gems because I notice a lot of barbers just are heavy with the paint. I mean, some clients like that, my clients don't, and neither do my viewers. So it's already looking good, and I still gotta detail the fade. Check that out. Now I got my half guard on. Taking out some of these dark spots that I see. Close the lever halfway. Using the corner of my blade. Yeah, I'm really feeling these clippers right now. They're so clean. Now look at that fade. Blurry fade. Color looks natural. I still gotta hit it with the razor. So now my next step is coming in with the razor. I always go with the grain first. Then I go against it to get a cleaner look. One thing I like about using rubbing alcohol on the lineup is that it leaves a natural white ash line. And that's because the alcohol is actually drying up the skin. That's why some people don't like doing that. But honestly, it's not that bad. There you go. Clean high fade.